bad, you take a bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life.
I notice there are a lot of Gen X. I'm Gen X. We're at that age where menopause is creeping in for us ladies. Some of us have made it there, and some of us are in perimenopause on our way. And a lot of us have no idea of what the symptoms are. They hear the folklore, they hear the old wives' tales, but let's go over a quick summary of symptoms that you may not know that actually mean you're in menopause. Let's go. So you're wondering, is this menopause? Or what the heck is wrong with me now? You just might be in menopause. Menopause will have you questioning your whole entire life. Okay? I am not just going to speak on it as a professional. I'm also going to speak on it because I'm a card-carrying member. Yes. Okay? So let's go over a few things that is actually menopause that you really wasn't thinking was menopause. You didn't connect the dots. We'll start with 5 things. There's a whole lot more than 5, but normally these are the 5 things that hit home. That definitely means your hormone levels are going down. Your estrogen and your progesterone is starting to plan on vacation. Okay? So number 5, itchy skin. All of a sudden, your skin, you itch everywhere. You kind of lightweight, look like you've been partaking of some substances. The way you scratch and you itch and everything just bothers you. The tag in a shirt that's been in there for years, now all of a sudden scratches the back of your neck so bad, you'd swear Wolverine was back there. Yes, 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 yes. Itchy skin can be a sign that all of a sudden those hormones ain't doing what they were supposed to do. So number 5 is one that a lot of people go, what? I would have never thought. Let's go to 4. Okay, number 4 is one that most people know, but then you got a lot of women that don't know and they try to associate it with other stuff. There is a reason why Big Mama told you to stop messing with your hair and doing a whole bunch of stuff to it. Because baby, the hair loss is real, okay? Hair loss, hair gain, all right? And the reason why I call this the hair loss of the hair gain is because it basically cancels each other out. The hair loss side of it, edges will be no more. There are a lot of women that get into menopause and lose their edges they're just, all of a sudden they wake up one day and didn't realize they were as thin as they thought they were going to be around the front. That's what menopause does, okay? Women, the estrogen, the progesterone, and that little bit of testosterone we got going on, they all marry in a good balance like a good Italian sauce, if you know what I mean. Or Italian gravy, if you really talk to the real Italians, okay? It all marinates together and you get a wonderful blend of hormones. That's when you're young and fluffy. But as you get older and start to dry, and that will lead me to number 3, but when it starts to go dry and those hormones start to take a left turn, yeah, hair loss. The hair gets thin. But not only does the hair get thin, and you start to lose a little bit of the eyebrows, the eyelashes, and the hair on the top of your head, which you start to gain hair in other places. Okay, you will have these maybe 1 or 2 hairs that hang out in this area of the body that you all of a sudden go, where did that come from? Yeah, it's a little known sign that you're losing hormones. Or some women I've even seen start to get the beard, hormones going bye-bye. And then I've even seen, and this one is the more unusual one, but it does happen, the hairs in the ears. It happens. Okay, ladies, it happens. Okay, now we're cycling over to number 3. Yes, number 3, I hinted at it, is the intimacy dryness. Yes, you will have moments where you think you're ready to rock and roll and the peach says no. We are not ready to rock and roll. Even though your mind says rock and roll, your heart says rock and roll, but your body says wicka, 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 yeah. The dryness. It happens every now and then it becomes a steady course of action. You want to kind of catch it before it becomes a steady course of action. And if that is something that is really causing you a great deal of emotional distress, you're going to want to talk to your GYN about possibly looking into HRT options, which is hormone replacement therapy. It does a wonder for a lot of women, okay? So I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. And number 2, okay? Number 2 is a doozy. A lot of people associate it with getting older, like, oh, I'm just getting older. That's what it is. I hurt my knee back in 1980. No, joint pain is real, okay? Women are a complex human machine. Our estrogen and progesterone also works in combination with our joints. especially the leg joints, the pelvic joints, knee joints, ankle joints, because we carry life. So therefore, in order to do that successfully, a lot of things have to happen. And your joints take a beating during that whole process of menstruation every month for years and years. If you've had children biologically and going through the physical process, your joints and your pelvic bones took a beating. So sometimes you will feel like, why does my body feel like this? Yes, joint pain can be a sign that your hormones are telling you vaya con Dios, okay? And number one, dun, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, uno. Now, this first one, women can relate to. You will go 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 months, and there is no sign of Aunt Flo anywhere. And you think, I'm in the clear. I'm already heading to the point where I won't have a menstrual cycle anymore. And then wham, month 10th, that 10th month rolls in, and that one little dusty, dry egg drops down, but doesn't get fertilized. And you're back on that whole cycle again. Yes, ladies, that is a sign that you are heading into menopause land. It's some serious business. You turn around and you go through all that time where you thought you were in the clear and your body was going through it, and all of a sudden, she back. Okay, this can be a telltale sign that your body is struggling, absolutely struggling, to keep the hormones at a certain level. And what it did was it took a little, little mini vacation, a little hiatus, a little tiny vacation, and it kind of like when your phone goes into battery saver mode, it kind of did that. But then it turned around and said, oh, we good. We think we can generate one more. That's what happens. Now, this is also the very dangerous time for women of a certain age, because that one little dusty egg can be a viable one. So you're going to want to use protection, and you're going to want to be very careful, okay? Because unless you're okay with being 55, 56, and I've even seen 58, and have a 3-month-old that you have to get up and change at 3 a.m., I'm just saying. If that sounds like a party to you, go for it. I celebrate with you. But if it doesn't sound like a party to you, you might want to be careful, okay? So yes, those are the 5 things, other than the natural hot flashes that everybody thinks of, that you may not have thought of. That means menopause is your dear friend, and you just might be going through menopause. As always, I am not your personal physician. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please consult your own doctor and make a health plan and focus on having your best specific health. But until then, the more you know.